everyone. This is Himanshu Sehgal. I am co-founder of Pharma Shots. Today I am with Barbara. Barbara is the Chief Commercial Officer of Albientz Pharma with over 30 years of experience in the leadership role with top three pharma companies out of top five pharma companies, basically. She has, I was fortunate enough to attend the debate session at Reuters Pharma event where she was one of the panelists, and the title for the debate was the reality check: is omnichannel actually working? So it was a very interesting conversation and a debate. And then after the event, I invited Barbara for a quick run around and a small conversation, and she has been very generous enough to give us time and talk to us. So thank you so much, Barbara, for taking out time and talking to us.
Thank you.
So, Barbara, I know that you have a busy schedule, so let's just directly talk about the topic. So, were you, and again, I know this because I was there, but were you actually advocating for or against the omni-channel marketing during the debate? Can you tell us about that?
Sure, I will try at least. But what is clear for me is I'm absolutely advocating for omnichannel marketing, both today, but also for the last decade. I have actually the opportunity or the chance to have witnessed how the evolution of omnichannel has actually happened over the year. And I have seen how transformative actually omnichannel can be when it's done right. And I think that's quite important. That means when you're putting the customer at the center, when you ensure that each channel work in harmony rather than in silos, and also when you deliver a consistent value-added experience. And that's quite important. It's not about the technology itself. It's really, for me, about enabling deeper, more meaningful connection with the stakeholder you want to engage with.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so again, there are, our readers are a mixed bag of all the, all kind of things. So can you elaborate what does it mean? What does omni-channel marketing means for you? As a maybe a personal definition, I would say.
Rather than going into a definition, because I don't think there is an agreed definition. No, that's number one. Yeah. I would like more to maybe go through the advantages or the gaps that I'm seeing. And I think that's quite important because I think you can define omnichannel in many different ways. But for me, it's really it's really the engagement and the marketing and the communication of today and the future. Okay, and I don't think we need to have a much deeper definition than that. But when it comes to advantages, I see big advantages. I think it lies really in the reach and the capacity for personalization. Remember, we are coming from in pharma from a one size fits all, and we have to involve more and more into personalization. I think you are no longer limited by the narrow touch points, a set of touch points that we're having when your sales rep is going basically where an MSL is going to a physician. And you can really engage a much wider range of stakeholders in ways that are relevant to their needs. And that's, again, very important. It's relevant to their needs. It's not necessarily to what we want as pharma industry. For me, that creates a much more effective flow of information and a more service-oriented approach. And you probably heard me saying in the panel discussion, it's about service approach, because for me, it's really engaging with our stakeholders, whether it's physician, whether it's payers, or whether it's actually patients. It's really about what kind of service, what can we do beyond the pill in serving really our customers and our stakeholders. But, now I'm addressing the gaps. I would say that those strengths can also become weaknesses if they're underestimated. Okay, and that's quite important because if you're trying to reach everyone without a clear prioritization, well, that's obviously diluting the impact. The second thing is, I think, and that's what we still do quite a lot in our industry, is focusing on pushing messages rather than creating a two-way engagement where omnichannel really often falls short. That's what I'm seeing. And for me, so it's becoming really important to really have this balanced approach, scale with personalization and messaging with listening.
No, thank you so much for that. Another question comes to mind is that, we have been talking a lot about AI recently, likes of ChatGPT, Perplexity, and a lot of tools are coming in. So again, do you feel that what role can AI play in the evolution of omnichannel strategy?
Yeah, sure. Um, I do believe that AI is already playing a substantial role. Okay, yeah, and in how we build and how we execute omnichannel strategies. And to me, this influence is only going to grow. From a strategic perspective, in my opinion, AI helps us redefine targeting and segmentation, moving from broader customer groups to more precise segments. And that's quite important because that's going to be really about being focused. It enhances also our understanding of customer behavior, and by analyzing really often deep and complex data sets, which to me leads to a much more tailored and relevant customer journey. And that's very important. It comes back to basically the customer centricity. And that's the big part, I think, where AI can help. And I actually use it quite a bit. On the other side, and I'm looking actually at the tactical level, AI powers content. It
True.
helps personalize the experience in real time also. It improves the responsiveness through the chatbot, the virtual assistant, etc., etc. And for me, it really enables continuous optimization of the orchestration. That's the internal cooking, I would say. What message, through which channel, at what time. And also, to me, it's not replacing the human. It's adding value to the human, and it's augmenting really the way we can impact our stakeholders and the engagement and the service we provide to them.
Awesome. And thank you. And please thank your cat also for being part of this
I'm
conversation. It was
sorry.
lovely. She was there. So yeah. Uh, Moving ahead, this is basically, I know I'm the question which I want to ask is a very broader question.
Yeah.
And I assure you this is my last question.
Okay.
How do you envision the pharma landscape evolving in next 5 years? There are multiple touch points on this, but
Yeah.
yeah. So how do you feel that about it?
Yeah, I guess that's the $1 million question, right? And I don't think anyone has really the answer. But I think, well, that's my personal view. In the next 5 or 10 years, we will see a period of acceleration of transformation in pharma. Okay, yeah. And I think that's going to be on different levels. I think AI, obviously, we just touched on that, will be a major driver. And I touched mainly the commercial side and the commercial model, but we have also AI in R&D, in trial design, in forecasting, real world evidence generation, etc., etc. So AI as a such will allow us to move faster in a more precise, um, but scientifically and commercially, I would say together. So that's the one aspect. At the same time, I see that we will have evolving regulatory framework. And this is going to be, I mean, the regulatory framework has always been evolving, but here I see it really evolving in a sense to basically catch up with the digital innovation. Huh?
Got it.
And I see it particularly around data privacy, AI governance, cross-border collaboration, these kind of things. So that is definitely another aspect. I would say the third aspect where I see also changes and where we need to evolve and we will be forced to evolve is we're going to face, I mean, we're facing already pressure from a price pressure, et cetera. But I think with what is going on right now, we will be seeing growing pressure to localize production, manage the tariffs, build more resilient supply chain. And this is all going to be in response to global uncertainties. So these are the three big, I would say, bucket, and there are many more, obviously, where I see actually model changing. But in this context, I see that companies that will be able to succeed will be those who balance the innovation with compliance, those who actually balance the digital speed and the strategic clarity, and then also those who actually manage to have a global reach, but with local nuances. So it's all going to be about balancing. It's going to be adapting. And it's going to really have this flexibility and to tackle the different changes, speed, volatility, etc., etc.
I mean, it's great. I mean, it's very inspiring and very thought-provoking. I want to ask so many questions, but I know we have limited time, and you have been
And my
gracious enough
cat
to.
may come back.
True, that also is true, but she's most welcome, for sure. So yeah, I know you have a busy schedule. So thank you so much for your time. It was lovely talking to
Thank you
you,
for having me there.
and the debate at Reuters Barcelona event was amazing. So yeah, thank you so much. Have a
Thank
wonderful
you.
day.
Thanks a lot. Bye.